Welcome to this Sitemorse capability video. In this video, we will be going through the email category as part of a Sitemorse assessment. During this video, we will cover how you can better manage email addresses across your web, PDFs, social, and documents, as well as how you can quickly take action on email addresses when it's required, and tracking email and managing it effectively. We'll be starting the walkthrough of the email module from the Sitemorse category homepage, which summarises the 10 areas our assessments cover. So today we're looking at the email module. We can see the email scored 0 out of 10, which is due to the number of email addresses requiring actions. So by selecting the word email, we are taken to the email summary. The email summary page is a management summary page of the email category and shows how the site has been doing over time in regards to email and how it is currently doing. The score for this module is shown by the screenshot of the home page of the assessment. Next to this, we have a brief summary stating the number of email addresses we found and how many need attention. We have a chart here showing the percentage of emails without priority actions. There is a chart here showing the performance over time. Then down here we have the 4 areas of the email module that we can drill down further into: diagnostics, download, mapping, and addresses. The first of these, diagnostics, is the detail of the actions required by email address. We'll take a look at this in more detail a little later. You can download a breakdown of all the email addresses found on the site, including their location, using the download button. This may be useful if there is an upcoming update to email address formats. It can be treated as an inventory of the email addresses on the site. Then we have mapping, which is a new feature, which is the mapping of email addresses, which shows you where they are found around the world, showing you which servers are collecting email. This may be important to you for your management of visitor privacy. Then we have addresses, which is a breakdown of the email addresses showing the history of the email addresses which are in use on the website. This feature lets you keep track of email addresses and can be used, for example, if you have to remove an email address, you can track it and check it has been removed. We'll also go through this area in a little bit more detail later. At the bottom of the email summary page, we also have 2 other functions. On the left here is the ability to key in any email address and test it live. For example, this may be useful if you've had an email address reporting as having issues. You can run it live here and see the status. Then on the right here, we have the ability to find a specific email address on the site. So here you can type in an address, and as you type in the address, it will shorten the list for you, showing the email addresses that we've found. Once you've found the desired address, click the Find button and it will show you exactly where the email address was found and what type of page it was found on, for example, a web page, in a PDF, or on a social page. From here, using the Smart View button, you can view the page as it was at the time of assessment and see the page or the source code. So now let's look at the detail. So we're going to start with looking at this diagnostics category. So for example here, if we click the number 2, this will take you to the 2 areas that require action. And if we select this number 1 here, this will take us to show the actions. This is showing the email address that isn't working. So this is the email address which requires action. From here, using the Smart View buttons, you can view the page as it was at the time of assessment and see the page or the source code. Now let's look at the addresses area and how Sitemorse manages your email addresses for you. So let's click the addresses button. We are taken to a breakdown of the email addresses found by domain. Sitemorse tracks the use of email addresses across your site. So for example, if a new subdomain was created for email addresses, we can report this as a new discovery within this page. So we can look at the 13 email addresses found on the site's own domain. We can look at the 1 email address found which matches one of the keywords in your domain, in this instance London, and you can get a breakdown of all the other email addresses that are on your website by domain. Where a red dot is shown next to the domain name, this indicates an action was found on the email addresses within. A green dot indicates that no actions were found. For example, if you wanted to see the 2 email addresses you have on your site from gold.ac.uk, by clicking the domain, you will see them. From here, you will get a detailed breakdown of where the email address was found on your site. And again here, using the Smart View buttons, you can view the page as it was at the time of assessment or see the source code.